Good morning. Thursday, August the 4th. Week is slipping away. It's going to be hot today, but we're going to live with it. The fire is almost out. We're seeing some terrible consequences. A lot of people lost their houses, and many of them, like over half, don't have insurance. Their insurance has been canceled or made unaffordable. It's another example where elections have consequences. We elect an insurance commissioner in the state of California who oversees the insurance industry. The insurance industry is dealing with terrible financial losses. Many are going bankrupt. Climate change has had some consequences that weren't foreseen. We can talk about our dying trees and plants and shrubbery and species extinction. Wildfires can do some pretty destructive things, but weather in general has caused disasters throughout the country that have put a lot of pressure on some mainstream industries like the insurance industry. And the insurance industry, as regulated by the California State Insurance Commissioner, is suffering along with most of the other insurance companies in the country. But that means that they put a lot of pressure on our insurance commissioner, and he's made some decisions that, of course, enhance the fiscal position of the insurance industry itself, but have also worked to the detriment of our folks. And of course, the chickens come home and our insurance rates become unaffordable or unavailable, and people lose their homes in a disaster, and we're living with the consequences. Life is getting more and more complicated, and the economic fallout of climate change is something that we don't fully understand. We're just starting to feel the physical consequences. Scientists have pretty much defined that over the last 30, 40 years, projected that to the fault of maybe not projecting it as extreme as it's turning out to be. We don't understand all the science of our climate. Compounding effects of things like the forest fires, adding more and more carbon to the converting stored carbon into particulate matter that has interfered with the sun's radiation. Fire and the drought combined are turning the habitat of this country around Mariposa and Yosemite into something that resembles more the hills and mountains in Southern California. The San Bernardino Mountains, many of you recall, sagebrush, brushy hills, barren, lack forest cover. Forested lands are kind of a unique feature, and they will become a unique feature in this country as well. Slowly, we're seeing fire and drought convert us into a very different kind of environment. Change is coming, my friends. Some of us old folks aren't going to see much of it. Just the tip of the iceberg. The big changes will be experienced by our children and our grandchildren. This country won't be recognizable by most of us in just a few years. Oh well. Moving forward, there's a program that I'm going to talk about someday, and I'm going to be getting into it more. But the state has a program called Climate Change Adaptation, and they have a state plan, and some counties, progressive counties, of course, have adopted climate change adaptation plans that looks to caring for the quality of life of the residents